Hey, welcome to PhD Weekly, episode 16. I'm your host, RKPhD. This is a weekly series where I reflect on my past week in grad school, sharing a lesson or idea with you, as well as a feelings update, highlight, and stressor. I'm working on my PhD in computational biology over at Baylor College of Medicine. I want to focus on 3 key lessons or ideas that I don't think most people really talk about. Key lessons I would share with myself if I were to start the PhD all over again 6 months ago. Here we go. First of all, build your own productivity system. Your calendar, your habits, your tools. People are going to be wanting to pull you in various different directions, and there's going to be a lot of different tasks and things you have to just get done. No one's going to manage that time for you. I thought I was ready to really approach this, but I think the reason that it's really difficult to be as productive in your PhD, at least first starting out, is I was thinking of it as one full-time job, but I think it makes more sense to think about your PhD journey as really 2 full-time jobs. You're both a student and a researcher, at least when you first start off. Make sure you have your own system in place that helps you save time, that helps you be a little more effective. Whether that's time blocking, whether that's some AI assistant tool, journaling, weekly planning, notebooks, whatever that is for you, make sure you have some sort of system in place that you've tried and tested that you found works for you, or just if you've never done that, be willing to invest some time to figure out a system that is most compatible to what you feel works best for you on your day-to-day. Build it now, tweak it forever. Make sure you're just taking time to find a system that works for you. Personally, I found bullet journaling and just using my Outlook, getting really clear on those 2 have been really helpful for me, as well as, of course, using AI for learning. But you have to find what works for you. What works for me and you could be completely different people. So you have to find what's compatible for you as well. This is where that self-awareness comes in, where you can go ahead and build a productivity system that works for you. Then make sure you're following the energy. You know how they always talk about follow the money. You want to go ahead and follow your energy. Use this as a sort of North Star curiosity compass that will help you look for overlapping projects, methods, and ideas that you're actually interested in, that you want to actually work on. Through this, you're also going to find synergies where you can collaborate with another lab as you go through your rotations. And you're going to find this common red thread throughout your research experience. Don't focus so much on spending all this time trying to pump out a paper in 2 months. No, you're there at least during your first year working on your research rotation to really figure out your research direction. What are the questions you want to be answering? Who are the people you're going to be potentially working with? And what do you actually want to be working on over the next few years? This is really the time to do it. And if you can make your research rotations decision intentionally, where each time you change labs for your rotation, you're developing maybe slightly different methods that all can build on each other so you can come up with some new approach that you want to eventually work on for your thesis. Or you're able to find a way to build off of each of the rotations to some degree, but make sure you're following the energy, not just trying to follow publishing a research paper in 2 months or trying to do 80-hour work weeks within your research rotation. It's not the time. You'll have a time and place later. Right now, focus on following the energy, what is going to excite you and really get you there in terms of curiosity, in terms of, you know what, I actually do want to work on this for the next few years. And as you follow your energy, you want to go about defining your version of success. Everybody's going to want to pull you in so many different directions. You have paperwork. They're going to be paper baiting you in terms of, hey, here's a potential project you could work on. It'll only take a little bit. People are going to be pulling you in so many different directions. But when you start off, I'd say be clear on what exactly success looks like for you. How are you defining that? How are you measuring that? Be very clear on your mission statement, on your purpose for going into research. Whether right now that's impact, skill sets, networking, whatever that is for you, just be clear now, because then that'll also help you be very clear on what steps you need to take throughout your PhD journey to then accomplish and be successful towards that goal. Plus, it will then help you be set up for then your next step after your PhD, whatever that is for you. Defining your version of success will help you stay focused, not busy, and you have greater success in terms of clearly hitting each of the goals you set out to achieve, so you can have greater success as you transition into the next step in your career. Feelings up there, I'd say I'm feeling great. Definitely got to learn a lot over those last few months. Did not go as I had anticipated, both good and bad, just learning as we go, but that's part of the journey. That's part of the process. That's also why I want to document it here with you. Really the highlight for really this week, last few weeks has just been, I passed all my classes, got A's in all of them. Honestly, a little surprised even with the computational methods class. I was struggling with that one, but it all worked out. We got through it, and excited for the next bit of classes. Going to be taking a microbiome class, so really excited for that as I work toward computational microbiology. Really excited for that class, and really happy just got through these first 6 months of the PhD, getting to learn. I still think it's really crazy that my job is to just go and learn a bunch of different things in biology. I mean, that's just, to me, that's like nuts. That's a crazy job to just, all right, kid, we're going to give you money, just go learn a bunch of different things. It's such a cool job, but definitely learning a lot of other skill sets along the way that I hadn't really anticipated for. Wherever you're at, I hope you're enjoying your process. Appreciate your time and look forward to seeing you in the next one.